Welcome back. Survivor Season 44 is getting better with each episode, and I know that because on Thursday mornings, he walks in just all bubbly, ready to talk.
All excited. I know.
Ready to talk.
I know.
But we're going to break it down for you right now.
Yes. Okay. Like I said, each episode's just getting better. This one was spectacular in my opinion. Okay. So we start off with the reward challenge, which, okay, mind you, there was a lot at stakes here because not only was there like margaritas and tacos and they got to stay in what they call the sanctuary overnight, but there was also family letters at stake. And when you're out there on this island with like little to nothing.
With people you didn't know before, it's still very, very lonely.
Yes.
But I'm not sure I would want a margarita at this point.
I don't know either, but I guess I can't say because I'm not out there, so I'm not sure. Yes.
Yeah, but it is one that is like the most meaningful of the whole season.
Yeah, it was a really cool challenge, and shocker, Franny wins again. She's been killing these challenges this season. I think this was like her third individual win.
Yeah.
And she picks the other ladies minus Jamie to go with her. And it was really sweet to watch them all read their letters in front of each other. My favorite was when Carolyn opened her letter from her son, and she was like, "My son hates to write," and that's why she was crying because she was like,
he did it.
Yeah, because he did it, and so she's like, "I know how much he hates this, but this meant, you know, so much to her to be able to have that from him." Right. So that was really special.
When they pick people, I always wonder what that's going to do to them later on.
I know. I always wonder if it's going to backfire. It's really quite interesting to see that because at the same time, you've got the other half of the contestants left on the normal beach, conspiring, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on with these. So
jealous, hungry, and lonely.
Exactly. So you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so then we have the immunity challenge, which, okay, let me just say, this challenge was quite bizarre. So they start with, they basically had to, like, I don't even know what you would call it, like, weasel, worm, I don't know, their way through this, like, they were all tied up, and they had to literally go through this whole, like, sand course type thing.
Yeah. And I think we don't give it enough credit for how hard things are on the sand.
I can't imagine doing this. I told our producer Charles that I was like, I would do absolutely horrible at this. So then, you know, you have to get through this part, and then there's a puzzle at the end. So this was kind of funny because there's been a lot of talk on Twitter because Carson ends up winning the reward challenge, right? But Carson's also known for having this like 3D printer puzzle at home that he knows all these puzzles. So it's like funny because any puzzle he gets to, he pretty much has won it if it's individual or a team.
I don't even understand how he got that done.
I know. It's crazy.
He deserves to win when, you know, you get in that much trouble.
Right. It's crazy to think that there's super fans out there that quite literally put that much effort into it.
This is not just a super fan, it's like a super fan.
Right, exactly, yes. So Carson wins, which was interesting because then there are so many names surfacing back at camp. You had Franny out in the mix, you had Jamie out in the mix, Heidi was out in the mix. I mean, all the guys are always vulnerable, it feels like. So you just didn't really know what was gonna happen, right?
It's kind of been that season, this whole season, I feel like.
So in what kind of made a lot of sense, but also was a little bit sad, I think, is that Franny ends up going home. She gets her torch snuffed, which was crazy because here's the thing. She has played a spectacular game.
Yes, she has.
We said this last week. We were curious what would happen when her showmance Matt left or went to the jury. And she proved herself, you know? This was the first time she really was vulnerable, and then she went home.
She kind of stepped out and has done better. But I also wonder if her winning that other challenge had anything to do with this.
I know. Okay, you know what's interesting? So I actually saw that. I knew this, but was reminded on Twitter. Last season, Noelle won that same reward challenge and also went home. And I'm like, is that some bad karma or voodoo there? I'm not sure.
I thought I remembered
because that just feels weird that you win this like really good reward and then you also go home. I mean, it also speaks volumes to the kind of players they are and how much of a threat they're seen as, obviously, you know?
Definitely threats.
Yeah, so I don't know, here's the thing.
Just became a threat over the last few weeks.
Absolutely. I've been saying this every week. There's, I guess, 7 left now, I think. I don't know who's gonna win. I really don't. I think a lot of them can make a strong case. And I'm not sure that anyone has a stronger argument over the other as of right now for what we've seen on the show.
And none of them are really nasty people that you just hope are gone.
We've also still got 2 real legitimate idols out there. Heidi has one, Carolyn has one, so those could still come into play.
Out there too?
I think all the fake ones are gone. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, so there's 2 more weeks they can use those idols. So who knows? Anything can happen.
I'm
still rooting for Carolyn, though. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, as always, there is a brand new episode of Survivor airing this Wednesday on CBS, or of course, you can stream it on Paramount Plus. Don't miss it. The season is so good.
It has been. I like the people.
It's been really, really exciting.